As mentioned earlier, blueprints reveal information with lines, notes, dimensions, and symbols. Let's look at a blueprint more closely. Lines are the basis of all blueprints. There are many types of lines, and each type of line has a different meaning. Each line reveals standard characteristics of objects. By combining different types of lines, a drawing supplies the construction worker with the information needed to build a structure. The darkest, thicker, solid line on a drawing is called an object line. Object lines outline the shape of the object. Hidden lines are indicated by short dashes or broken lines. These lines are used to show invisible lines, such as edges or surfaces hidden from view. Hidden lines show details that are not visible in a given view. Center lines show where the exact center of an object is located. A center line consists of a long line with a short dash and another long line. A single center line marks the location of a line. Two 90-degree intersecting center lines mark the location of a point, such as the center of the handle of a toolbox. On a print, center lines look like this. The section line or cutting plane line is used to show interior features of an object. The arrows indicate the direction to view the cutaway portion of the object. These lines help the blueprint reader to have a clearer understanding of the details of a drawing that might remain hidden without the section view. Section lines consist of a series of long and two short lines and a long line with arrows pointing in the direction of the view. In this example, the letters AA are used to label the section view. A detail view, labeled section AA, will show the details of the cutaway section. When a drawing of an object of uniform shape is too long to fit neatly on a page, a break line is used to reduce the size of the object by eliminating part of the repeated shape. This allows the entire object to be placed on the drawing. A break line is drawn with two zigzag patterns, generally placed near the middle of the material. A leader line is used to identify a part, note, or dimension. Use a leader line where a dimension or note will not fit next to the location of the detail. A leader line consists of one or two straight lines with an arrow at the end of the line pointing to the appropriate detail. Extension lines are thin, light lines that extend from the object, which illustrate the length of a particular detail, which is labeled with a dimension. Dimension lines indicate the size of an object or the distance between 2 points. A dimension line has an arrow at each end and a space in the middle for the dimension. Dimensions are written in two formats. The first format uses feet and decimal parts of a foot. For example, 152.50 feet. The .50 is converted from 1/2 foot, or 6 inches. The second format includes feet, inches, and fractions of an inch. It's important to remember to put the dash mark between the feet and inches. If a dimension contains less than 1 inch, put a 0 before the fraction. This will eliminate confusion when reading the number. Blueprint symbols provide necessary information for selecting materials, showing locations, giving directions, and identifying fixtures used in construction. To increase your blueprint reading skills, let's examine some of the common symbols that are found on blueprints. This example, the plan view, shows a wall section of buildings. The construction of the wall is determined by the material specified in the blueprint. Common wall symbols are frame wall, steel stud, wood stud, concrete, concrete block, and brick. Another common set of symbols found on blueprints are electrical symbols. They include switch, lighting panel, outlet, fixture outlet, junction box, switch control of light, and fan. As construction takes place, it's important to know where electrical fixtures are located. Electrical symbols identify the location and type of electrical fixtures. This is important in the planning and layout of materials. As you become more familiar with blueprints, the symbols will be easier to recognize. After reading several sets of blueprints, you'll begin to understand the meaning of each symbol. Keep in mind that standardization of symbols will make a construction job easier. Code books and on-the-job experience will help the worker better understand what each symbol represents. Mechanical symbols on blueprints include plumbing, air conditioning, and heating. These symbols are found on the architectural floor plan, the architectural ceiling plan, or on the mechanical plan. They may also appear on the heating and ventilation schedules of the building plans. Some common plumbing and heating symbols are water heater, air supply, bathtub, shower stall, duct, water closet, air return, and radiator. Some symbols may have more than one meaning. For example, the symbol for an air supply duct is the same as a floor opening used on the structural drawings. In addition to symbols, notes on a blueprint supply important information. Notes add additional information and clarify details. Notes supply information concerning materials being used, procedures to follow, or referral to other drawings for more clarification. Generally, notes are brief, to the point, and add information that cannot be represented by a drawing. Stop the videotape now and go to the practice exercises in the workbook.